Welcome back to the homestead today, friends. Well, it's a really drizzly, cool, just basically dreary and gray day outside today. So what a perfect day to be working in the kitchen since I can't work outside. So I thought maybe I would bring you along because I need to can up my apple cider that I made the other day and get it on the shelves, get it cooled and on the shelves. I'm in the process of rearranging my pantries also today. I may film some of that, I may not. That will be in a different video if I do. It's really given me a little bit of turmoil. So I'm finding I don't have the variety I want, but I don't have the space for what I do have. So I'm having to think outside the box, so as to say, and figure out other places to put stuff. So I might take you along on that journey, irritating journey that it will be. But right now, this video will be about canning up my apple cider that I made. I got the idea and the recipe from Lynn over at Bucket List Homestead. I will link her YouTube channel in the description box, along with her recipe that she gave. And it did turn out tasting very good. And the thing is, this is made from apple scraps, not from pressed apples. So it's another way to use those scraps up other than giving them to the chickens or making vinegar out of them. So I've had my jars here in my water bath canner. They've been heating for 20 minutes at a simmer, rapid simmer really. So they're sterilized. I'm doing pint jars. I've got my apple cider vinegar boiling just almost to a boil here. It's pretty steaming. And I know you're not, they're saying you don't have to heat your lids anymore, but I still do. It's just something that I prefer to do personally, so I still do. So I've got those simmering on the stove as well on very low. I've got my funnel, my lid lifter, my ladle. I've got my vinegar, which I'm going to put onto a paper towel, because always make sure you wipe your rims of your jars. You want nothing standing between your lid and your jar rim. You will have seal failures, and you don't want that after all your hard work. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a few of them, take you along with me on a few of the jars that I'm filling. Then I will either fast forward it or come back when they're done and ready to go into the canner. I'm going to turn my heat back up, put my lid back on, my water bath canner. Once this comes up to a rolling boil, this only needs to be water bath for 5 minutes for pints and quarts. And it's one of the few things that you can water bath in a half-gallon jar, and that's 10 minutes. But for what we're doing, it's 5 minutes, not long at all. So they should be done pretty soon. I'll bring you back. Okay, so we did our 5 minutes in the water bath. We took the lid off, allowed it 5 minutes to set, and now we're going to take the cider out of the can. I better put something underneath it because I'm always afraid these grippers won't work. And it helps control the dripping on the floor. I have to put another towel down. Can't use that when it's all wet. I use this one. I'm sorry you couldn't see what I was doing there. I do apologize. There's 6 of them already out of the canner. Now, if they haven't started popping yet, hopefully they will all seal and they'll be ready to go into the larder for the cold days ahead of winter. That's 8 pints of apple cider from apple peelings that I would have just either given to the chickens or made vinegar from, or even just thrown away. So another way to make use and not waste. And I thank Lynn from Bucket List Homestead for sharing her recipe for this. And I'm going to put it to good use because I still got apples to put up, and I'm going to have more peels, and I might make some more vinegar, but I think I'm going to make some more cider too. It was very easy to do. So that's my apple cider. I was glad to have you into my kitchen today while I process this. And as always, please come back and visit again, and blessings to you and yours. Bye now.
Little boy gets bored when I'm canning because I'm not paying attention to him, but it looks like he found him a little patch of sunlight to lay in. He does get cold easy, so I'm glad he can get a little bit of rest.